Hey patriotic internet friends and family, welcome back to the channel. In this video, retirement age, constitutional amendments, political drama, Paula Llewellyn's tenure as Jamaica's Director of Public Prosecutions just became the center of a high-stakes legal battle. Stick around for all the juicy details, the clash of titans, and what this means for Jamaican politics. You won't want to miss this. But before we dive in, don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more juicy updates on Jamaica's political and social scene. Welcome all patriotic Jamaicans. The movement continues. Like we get into it now, let's kick it off. DPP Paula Llewellyn cleared the legal battle, political drama, and the fallout. So the controversy unfolds. Okay, so here's the scoop. Paula Llewellyn, the current Director of Public Prosecutions, DPP, had her retirement extension thrown into chaos after a constitutional court ruling. In April, the court had decided that the government's move to extend the retirement age for top officials like the DPP and the Auditor General from 60 to 65 was fine. But there was one catch. The amendment that allowed Llewellyn to choose to stay on was deemed unconstitutional. Hold up, we've got drama already, folks. Now, make we get into the timeline. July 2023, the retirement age is raised. September 2023, Llewellyn turned 63, just before the new retirement age should have kicked in. April 2024, the court says no to her extended tenure. Then, just this past Friday, the Court of Appeal dropped a bombshell. The Constitutional Court's ruling, nope, wrong. So Paula Llewellyn, who was already working beyond her original retirement date, got the green light to stay in office, all thanks to Justice Jennifer Straw and her crew. The legal battle and political tension. Now, let's talk about the real drama. Cue opposition firepower from People's National Party, PNP, lawmakers Philip Paula and Peter Bunting, who spearheaded the legal challenge. They argued the law was a power grab to keep Llewellyn in office, as the government was trying to keep their golden girl on the payroll. But here comes the plot twist. The lower court had agreed with them. The ruling said Section 2.2 of the amendment, which gave Llewellyn the power to choose to remain on the job, was unconstitutional. But the Court of Appeal thought differently. They said the lower court just got it wrong. So basically, the government's argument that Paula Llewellyn could keep working was spot on. And who do we thank for all of this legal gymnastics? Well, Justice Sonia Wint-Blair, Simone Wolfe-Rees, and Trisha Hutchinson-Shelley might have been a bit off the mark, saying the law gave Llewellyn too much power. But the appeal court disagreed, saying they fell into error and misunderstood the law. Ouch! Do you think the government used the retirement age amendment as a political strategy? Let me hear your thoughts in the comments down below. And let's keep the conversation going. Political drama and next steps. The ruling has the whole country buzzing. On one side, Information Minister Dr. Dana Morris Dixon says the government has acted within the law all along, pointing out that extending retirement ages for certain posts has been a long-standing policy, no big deal. But let's not forget the Prime Minister Andrew Holness and the opposition leader Mark Golding. They are now both caught in a whirlwind of public opinion. On one side, the government is celebrating their victory. On the other, opposition lawmakers like Paula and Bunting are furious, arguing the amendment was just a thinly veiled tactic to keep Llewellyn in power. It's constitutional games at its finest. Here's a summary of highlights and the key points. 1. DPP Paula Llewellyn initially blocked from staying on after her extension was ruled unconstitutional. 2. Court of Appeal overturn the lower court, clears Llewellyn to stay in office. 3. Political firestorm. PNP lawmakers Paula and Bunting take the government to court, accusing them of power plays. 4. Legal drama. The Court of Appeal sides with the government, correcting the lower court's errors. 5. Impact. Will this ruling have lasting political consequences for PM Holness and Mark Golding? What's next? This ruling might have cleared the way for Paula Llewellyn. But don't think this is the last we've heard of this political battle, with tensions running high and the retirement age debate still raging. What's next for the Jamaican justice system? And we will see more political moves in the background. Stay tuned because things are heating up in Jamaica's political courtroom. So let's get into my breakdown, my reaction, and my commentary. So initially, the lower court struck down sections 2.2 of the amendment, which it said gave Paula Llewellyn the power to elect to remain on the job if she wants. That's what the lower court saying. The 3 judges in the lower court who did upon the case at the time, that's what they said, which they declared the provision as unconstitutional. Now fast forward, Justice Straw say that the lower court clearly misunderstood the law. This is where the 3 judges fell into error based on Justice Straw's ruling. Justice Straw basically said section 2.2 did not apply to Llewellyn because it allegedly gave her powers that she did not have. Justice Straw further went on to say that she already benefited from an extension and that the approach to changing the law violated the consultation process between the Prime Minister and opposition leader. So where section 2.1 raised the retirement age for people like the DPP and the Auditor General from 60 to 65, section 2.2 gave them the power to apply or elect to remain on the job for an additional extension. And the extension is a 3-year extension. So if you're 65 under section 2.1, you can use section 2.2 to get an additional 3 years. So you would actually retire and leave office at age 68. So this is why it would seem like it's a 3-year extension, because the article say them amend changes, and those said changes took effect before Llewellyn reached the expiration of the extension on her 63rd birthday in September 2023. So basically, before the government amend the act, I guess the retirement age for the DPP and the Auditor General was 60 years old. So she should have retired when she was 60, but she applied for an extension, and the extension would expire on her 63rd birthday in September 2023. Hope you follow. Don't watch the repetition. It's for emphasis and clarity. The government tabled and approved the changes in Parliament on the same day. The change took effect before Llewellyn reached the expiration of the extension on her 63rd birthday in September 2023. Moving right along, make we continue. However, People's National Party lawmakers Bunting and Paula had an issue with that for whatever reason. Them fight tooth and nail to get out Paula Llewellyn. So there is more to that story than actually meets the eye. Section 2.2 is a transitional provision concerning the incumbent DPP. And when we say incumbent, we are talking about the person who is currently in office or currently in power. For example, PM Holness is the incumbent because he is in power. He is in the office of the Prime Minister currently. So moving along. And the words elect to retire should be construed to mean to elect to apply for early retirement. That is before attaining the new retirement age of 65 years. Read Justice Straw, one of appeal court's most senior judges. Upon promulgation of the amending act, the incumbent DPP automatically benefited from the increased retirement age by virtue of Section 2.1. Section 2.2 did not add to that benefit and is therefore not unconstitutional or inconsistent with Section 2.1. Following the April ruling, attorneys representing People's National Party lawmakers who had initiated the challenge said the ruling meant that Llewellyn would have to leave office immediately. However, other parties, including the Attorney General's Chambers and Minister of Justice Delroy Chuck, were of the view that no such order had been made. Lawyers for opposition lawmakers Philip Paula and Peter Bunting challenged the amendment in court. They lost their counter-appeal that the amendment should be struck down as it was done for an improper purpose, that it breached the separation of power principle and circumvented the constitutionally mandated process. They claimed the amendment was done to keep the DPP in office. Me no see where the big fuss and the hoorah is about. Like literally, me just no see it. Personally, I have no issue with Paula Llewellyn. I have no issue with her, zero. But me see a lot of people online are cause an uproar. Them are frowns. Them a say this, them a say that. The question where me I ask is this. So we see Section 2.1 move the retirement age from 60 to 65. So 65 are the now new retirement age for the Auditor General and the DPP. So Paula Llewellyn soon turn 65. So she already get an extension already, you know. So what me I say now is if she go get another extension when she reach 65. So that would be 2 extensions she get, you know. So I don't know if that is the reason why the PMP have an issue with what was done, and they must say it is being used for an improper purpose. But the judge I said no, cannot be struck down because it is not being used for an improper purpose. But I'm curious to know what you think. Let me know in the comments down below what's your thought, and tell me what you think about Paula Llewellyn being reinstated back as the incumbent DPP. Is it a political strategy like what the PMP say? Is the DPP perfect? No human isn't. As we see with Royal Reid, which was the head boy for Monroe College, we see him involved in allegations and accusations of a $50 million scandal at the Caribbean Maritime University. So we have to judge people based on their character, not on their titles. Cause title no mean nothing. A man or a woman can have the biggest title in the land, whether politically or socially, and be the worst and the wickedest and the most corrupt person you have ever seen in your life. So title no mean nothing. It's about the character, the integrity of the individual. But what do I know? I'm no expert, but we're not too dumb and we're not too bright. But what we do have is common sense. But then again, common sense isn't that common. No, is it? Did the Court of Appeal make the right call? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And remember to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more updates on this ongoing drama. Until next time, keep your eyes on the courts and the politicians. Because in Jamaica, the battle for justice is anything but boring. One love, Jamaica.